I like what you've done with the place. Kitschy collectibles are such a human inclination.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it! Blast, that's loud. I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout. Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals. Of course. What's on your mind? Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured. But from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper. Absolutely. Let's talk. Oh, goodness. Well, no, I imagine I'd like... to answer... Of course. Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime. Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. That's my communications terminal.
We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
Can we talk? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson? If I had to fix a station this big, I'd be spending all my time trying to figure out what needs doing now and what can wait. I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. Thanks, Captain. Did you want to talk?
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Well,
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah. Hey, no offense, but I don't think this walking Saltunican's gonna appreciate you interrupting.
Keep talking, Millstone. See what happens. Now's not a good time. I'm dealing with a problem here.
So, go space yourself. Problem solved.
You must really want a truncheon through your teeth. Do what you want. I'm done here.
Whatever you heard, it's all true. I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation. Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it? Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time. Oh, not at all. Just, gonna figure out what to do next. See you around, boss.
It's always fucking freezing in the base.
I wonder what that fella did to get the board so wild at him.
Customs and inspection, right this way!
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. Not gonna lie, you're in a pickle. But Udam's an interesting guy. Might be y'all could come to accords if you play your cards right. Huh. Records show this ain't the first time your ship's been impounded. Seems to get cleared up pretty quick. You might not be in this pickle for long. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. You noticed, huh? What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not when it might impact their bottom line. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them. You sure you didn't just step off one of the interstellar freighters? There's no working with the board. They don't share, not bits, people, or resources. You work for them, or you don't work at all. Groundbreaker cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their ranks, and we sure as shit ain't about to do that. It's a delicate balance, right? We could count. They got assault cruisers. We push them too hard? Maybe.
The board wouldn't do that.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right. You need anything else? Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic, two biggest operations are the board. That is, most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though. Are you pulling my leg? You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Well, it goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. Then buy up the rights to this. Yep, Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighter. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing base. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp. Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are. Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Glad to help. They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just... They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them. Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work. Commandant Sani, Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in...
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet the real twisty...
Happy to help. That's my job, after all.
You're real good at it, too.
Well, thank you, miss. It's nice to be recognized. Yep. All right. He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for... Not that he would, being a board. Sure thing. Be seeing you.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You're hearing things.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Animals live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hard-working citizens.
Rizzo's Lemon Slap. Slap your whole family tonight. Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar. A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and pea-free nuts in it. It's time for a KYO.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything... Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which... Fine, as long as Chief Tennyson holds the ship together. Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox, while Junlei our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape. Of course, most of our supplies come and go through merchants. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow.
Huh?
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural... Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along... She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And you've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time... Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying... You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone... I found a handsome ceramic mandible.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Keep him quiet, Cap.
What was that?
Incoming! Open fire! Everyone all right? You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
ass-racked it on rotten time. Leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertising. Do you have what it takes to defend your Kosmos township from the dangers of alien wildlife? Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Cleo, because she remembers you. When you were sick, who took your temperature? When you were hungry, who gave you a needle full of blood? Auntie Cleo, that's who. Have you given your auntie a hug today? This has been Halcyon News, your only source for news in the Halcyon Coast.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for... Oh, and it's not the best. A lot of slogans to keep track. Have a look.
Are you listening to me, Emfuru? You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene. I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Emfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving... Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll...
What seems... Not without dispensation from Chief. We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supply. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such. We'd nearly signed a supplier. Take care.
recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you? What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone. Should have known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Inadvertently, I befriended a bloodhound in the process. Alright, okay, we can discuss this like... Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low. Oh, laws. Wait, don't gut me and skin me yet. Please, talk to Bedford. Tell him I can pay, a part of it, and I'm a useful person to know. Just ask Ellie. Surely you wouldn't drag me before him. I'm dreadful contagious. I just know if I face him, I'm dead. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
News. We interrupt your regular...
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? Oh, Alex. He was my dearest friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he? Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die? No! How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or... That's... well... That's just terrible news. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases. That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? You might be surprised. But we'll proceed on the assumption she'll be I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I...
Party greeting, potential customer. Welcome to this unit. This unit is shock simulation restored. Initiate how their shock subroutine complete. Estimated guilt level of customer increased by 35%. Resuming this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. Beginning dispensing. All organic ingestion by this unit dispense.
This is House XF411s? And it all get...
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. Good for you. Hope you scared some sense into those bureaucrats giving you trouble. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times... Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe we see a lot of the same faces.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Force of habit, I guess. Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me.
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati.
Right. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Couldn't have done it without your moral support.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into... They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften... The board isn't helping. Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Hold on. There's something you should know before you go charging off. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. Good.
Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
This is how... On news. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement.
Who the? Hey, McRed! Were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the... Time to feed the flame.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck...
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out. No one turns their back on me while I'm holding court. Get 'em, boy!
Here they come!
Who the? Hey, McRed! Were you expecting any company?
A neighbor. Time to...
Is...
You came...
gone quiet.
So cozy.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from... Time to feed the flame. You came...
That's the last of them. Pathetic.
Who the... Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Look, you came.
so cozy. Heading back.
Hey, that's against... What do you think you're doing?
Here they come!
Please don't hurt me!
gonna be pleased as pie when we show her these. Smells kind of like old Mrs. outflow pipes. Incoming!
This is Halcyon News.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
And killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back. I can always fix them later. I'm going!
Dissident.
Nice one! On my way. I'm on my way.
That's the terminal. I have the parts division on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says, cycle droplet pumps. Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the...
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts. But the temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds. Frustrating. Plus, you see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a...
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find... You've got my attention. I like to think of myself as a nice person. The board wants control over Groundbreaker, and leeches like Udam Bed. I've too much of Groundbreaker's income. You've got my...
Hey, you the one who fixed those radiators? Nice work. You really saved our buns. Whenever you're free, let's have a chat. You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time. Me? No. But our relaying capability... We're going offline in 3, 2, 1.5... No. Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts.
That'll put the whole system in a right dire situation.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance. Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic, but allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh? It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some... We also have... Everything I sell...
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of spratwurst cooking. They're terra-fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's death? You know... Terra... Legally, between... Fresh...
Miss Lilia takes good care of us, see? The authorities stay off.
CNP chicken and potatoes at CNP Borsted Baked Beans. When you need to eat and run, Borsted Baked Beans is the only one.
This is Halcyon News.
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late. Yet, take that darling ship of yours down to Roseway, where that distress signal I told shouldn't be too... Anytime.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch. Purple Berry flavored Power Nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch.
Heard from the last is down on 22.
Hey, you got a second? Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's... Yes, just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired. You're serious, you're giving me a shot. I put together a little speech, just in case. Hey there, I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe... Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone...
Sorry. He's funny.
Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight. That motto is a... Additionally, I have several years of experience as a box hauler. This skill may come in handy if you need a body dragged away or a door held. In conclusion, thank you for considering me for your ship crew and/or outlog.
I thought that was real good, Felix.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. What do you think? Am I in? The fun kind? I mean... Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna...
You got a crew now, Felix.